We are ready to start the decider match here of Group A for the Corsair Green League Season 11, otherwise known as the Stockholm Major. We're live from Monster Energy DreamHack Studios and ready for Liquid versus Keen Gaming. Liquid, of course, coming from the upper bracket in their group, and they lost this morning, while Keen won just earlier today against J-Storm. Let's find out who's going to be victorious and who's going to be the second team out of Group A to go to that upper bracket, the much desired upper bracket, because lower bracket, it's best of ones. It's pretty rough. I got Lizard, I got Sir Action Slacks, and these guys are going to tell me what's going to happen in the draft and in the game. Go.
Well, Lizard, I got some bad news for you. Your boy Viper banned out.
My boy Viper?
Yeah, he's a lizard just like you.
He's a dragon.
Don't fucking stop. I apologize for my language, but he's a nether drake.
He's a dragon. Anyways, we see the other Titan banned out as well. That's basically aimed at GH and Matumba Man instantly. Just gonna get those heroes out of the game, and then the Necro as well. I mean, Keen has done their homework, obviously, when it comes to these bans. Just ban out these nasty laners. Elder Titan has been nerfed, but Liquid still plays it.
Sure.
Liquid, however, they just decided to ban their own heroes. Let's not play Kotal, guys. Let's ban it out. Let's not play Rubik that we love.
Rubik does get favored by Keen. We saw them first pick that twice in a row in the previous series, and Kaka dominates on that hero. So I'm not too sad about that. Of course, the first pick this game goes the way of Keen, which means they gotta ban out those, I guess. They gotta ban out the Kotal and the Chen because you just don't want to give him away. But what did they give away? That's the question. What is still in the pool that Keen Gaming wants to have that is still in?
There's something like a Shadow Shaman still in. That's very popular and very strong right now. Pangolier is very strong.
That is true.
And the Oracle.
What are you guys laughing about? Earthshaker and Shadow.
Okay.
What
so Liquid
has
has had a little bit of a break, right? They've basically watched Keen play for a series, so they had 2 hours in between their Lost the Secret and then playing this series, and they figured, you know what, let's throw that playbook out of the window and open with Earthshaker and Shadow Fiend. Yeah. Two heroes that we have seen, just not in the first two. Actually, we've seen Shadow Fiend picked first two on the CIS teams.
I mean, that's what I wanted to say. Like CIS, those teams, they value Shadow Fiend so much, and I can definitely see this hero working in Team Liquid's hands as well. It's basically the same. Well, he's black, but he's definitely a green Matumba Man hero right now.
What the hell?
Well, look.
He's not green.
It's not green.
But he does play like a green hero.
Yeah, because you just farm, you get those greaves on him, and you just annoy everyone around. You just go in, you push with those greaves, you heal up your teammates. What?
Nothing.
Don't make this awkward, Jake.
Nothing's awkward. We're moving on.
I'm just talking about Matumba Man's heroes. And now, talking about GH's heroes, I said that he gets banned out a lot, all of his hero pool, and they went back to basics. They picked that Earthshaker, man. And that guy, if anyone can deliver on that Shaker, it's him, so...
Yeah.
That's hype. That's
you made me
right
hype
there.
about it. Like, look at this early game Lifestealer. This was a complete disaster for the last team that did this, but this time, a second pick on this Lifestealer. Do you think they're actually going to value having some kind of method for him to get into a fight? A vehicle, if you will, Lizard? Or
a vehicle of some sorts, yeah. Something like a puck would work, or something like that. Would
a Nyx, a Spirit Breaker?
A Nyx, yeah, it's sure. Spirit Breaker
Earth
as well.
Spirit. Surely it's Kuroki playing the Oracle, right? Never mind, it's the wrong team. It is Dark playing the Oracle.
Yeah. It should be that position 5 Oracle, definitely. And you can see the Team Liquid is instantly banning out Bat because they can't pick it, they don't want to give it away. Can't really play it with Oracle, and now they pick Clash, another hero that's really very popular and in the meta. Yeah, very meta.
Quite meta. I gotta start remembering that hero. That's just a freebie as a panelist.
What, Leshrac?
Throw out a Lesh. Well, I believe they might be picking Leshrac. Oh, what a surprise.
Top panelist.
Yeah, so the hero basically got buffed, Diabolic Edict got buffed, and because of that the hero is picked all the time right now. Even on mid he's strong. Obviously in this game it's most likely going to be that offlane on MC, I believe. It doesn't necessarily have to be that spot. Can be still played on position 5, but I just like him as a core a lot more.
So I got a question for you. How come Earthshaker isn't picked up that much? You were talking about how Team Liquid has had a lot of experience with this hero. We did see him kind of be a little big at the beginning of this new patch. Nobody is picking him right now.
It's very hard to make that hero work. Basically, where Earthshaker shined is just securing the offlane, right? You block some creep wave, you help out the offlaner a little bit, then you rotate. You don't really contribute way too much besides that in the early stages of the game, you know? But the meta kind of changed, and you had to brawl all the time. And he's not really good at right-clicking and helping you out in that aspect. You'd rather have the Titan, the Doom, the Clockwork, actually. A fantastic response to that Earthshaker. And
a nice deny so that they can't do the cogs in the fountain.
Yep, that's...
very important.
That was very popular before, but I don't know, it's not as popular right now with Shadow Fiend, but as you said, it's a nice deny. You take it away. You take that.
It is a vessel for Lifestealer. The battery assault is really annoying to both Leshrac and Earthshaker, and also Shadow Fiend if he wants to get his ultimate out. So it's pretty good. You can run people down on the lanes.
He's decent versus Lash, because if you get that blade mail, you jump on him, you can blow him up. Decent versus Shaker as well, as Shaker cannot cast any of his spells.
Does that mean, like, we just mentioned all three heroes are for Clockwork he's good against. Does that mean he's gonna get more, like, is this a core Clockwork? Is this a position 3 Clockwork? Are we gonna give him farm priority on the side of Keen Gaming over position 4?
Take it easy, Shiver. That's crazy talk.
I do have some crazy talk sometimes.
Get yourself carried away.
Hey!
No, though. No, though.
All right, go ahead.
Clock can be good on 4 or 3, honestly. In this game, what I really like about Clockwork is his potential in the early stages of the game. So I would like him on position 4 too. As you can rotate across the map, you can create... Basically, you see these 3 heroes, they have no mobility. So if you get behind them with the battery assault, you're going to be able to pressure them. Clock hates heroes such as Puck, Mirana, Queen of Pain, that you can't really pressure, right? You can walk up to them, they blink. These heroes, they have no mobility, so it's a good position 4 Clockwork game, definitely.
I just like listening to you talk. You're a smart boy.
All
Thanks.
Right. Just being real, Sheaves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not judging it.
I mean, Lizard, where'd you get your name from?
Lizard? The nickname?
Yeah.
I was 12.
We were all 12 one time, Lizard.
There you go. I was 12 and lizards were cool. So
that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
What an origin story. Did you have a pet lizard? Did you?
Nah, nothing like that. Just like lizards. Thought they were cool, especially if you put 2 Z's in there and you put one Z small and the other one uppercase. It's like, that's
some badass stuff right there.
Jesus.
I was wild, what can I say?
Luckily, I didn't name myself after my favorite thing, or my name would be Cake.
I bet there's a lot of people called Cake out there.
Probably not successful ones. Outworld
Excuse me, there is someone literally called something with pie. PewDiePie.
PewDiePie?
It's a pie.
Well, you got PewDiePie and then you got Pie Die, so they both even out. Outworld Devourer.
Oh,
like these last 2 picks make me think that Team Liquid's draft is much better at the moment.
You think?
OD plus Oracle is definitely a strong combination. OD is strong on mid, but SF doesn't care. He's just going to farm the jungle, get his farm out, and he's going to get those greaves. With Troll, they're going to be aggressing them very early. Plus the Troll is pretty decent versus the Lifestealer. This OD is going to have to carry hard, so...
How can he, though? I mean, what does OD really do here? What is his big strength? Because, I mean, he's going to have an okay time in mid, I guess, but Lash is going to be coming after him. Troll is going to be coming after him. Everybody on this team is looking like they're going to get an easy BKB.
So there's one thing that I see that's really good about OD. That's Astral Imprisonment. You just banish them. You just put them out of the map, you don't care about them, you forget about the hero, especially about that Troll, because he pops that ulti, goes wild.
Banished.
Just banished.
Banish out.
So there are some good things, definitely. Yep.
Have you ever owned a lizard?
I've had some in my yard, if that's gonna make you happy.
I'm just still trying to figure it out. That's all.
No, dude. Just like the nickname.
Do you like dinosaurs?
No, that's too much.
What?
You're overkilling it. Just lizard.
All right.
That's it. Just, come on.
I'm sorry, lizard. Oh, God.
What?
Hey, on Cheever. She has nothing to add to this. All right, anyway. Darkseer is going to be banned out as well. Pugna ban. Very interesting there. Kind of a counter to OD, some would say.
Yeah, it's used to be. Oh, a Kunkka pick is actually very interesting. Well, is that going to be position 4 Kunkka?
It's position 4 Kunkka or position 4 Clock, one of the two.
Got to be the Clock position 4.
I think that could work out for the offlane.
No, I like the Clock on position 4 more, but I don't like Kunkka anywhere right now. Like, he's been nerfed so hard. Like, Tidebringer doesn't work really well as it used to. You can't deny. And honestly, is it gonna be like some offlane Kunkka in this?
Ooh, look at this. A Razor.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Great hero against Lifestealer and against OD as well, right?
And versus Kunkka. You can basically pick a lane to put him. Most likely it's going to be the SF mid because it is the SF, right?
All right. I need to hear from you guys who you think is going to take this first game. Lizard, go first.
Liquid, definitely.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, the draft is just much better. That's it.
Listen, you don't have to be so nice to these teams. You can give it to us for real. I gotta agree. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on with King Gaming's draft. I haven't seen OD in forever. Clockwork's a rarity. And Kunkka, I don't even know what he's doing on the map. Take me to Lizard Town. I'm ready to party.
All right, I'm going for Liquid as well. And before we jump into the game, I'm going to show you guys where you can also watch Dota 2. There's 4 streams on at the same time. Infamous took the first game of Fnatic. That is, of course, stream B. That is stream D, Group D, stream 4. And that is C, stream 3. There you go.
They are ranked.
There's 4 games at the same time, but obviously you're going to stay here because here you can listen to the lovely tunes of Moxie and Bulldog.
All right, thank you so much, Shiva. You know, all this talk about lizards has me wondering, would you categorize lizards as dragons, like in the same kind of vein?
Well, there are Komodo dragons that are lizards and dragons, so it only makes sense.
All right. So we've got the expert weighing in on that lizards are closely related to dragons. All right, good. Glad to clear that up. What do we think about this draft, though, Bulldog?
Yeah, we got some interesting stuff here. Mainly that Mind Control is one playing the Shadow Fiend. Didn't really expect that.
All right.
I don't know what to expect from that. The Shadow Fiend is kind of been changed a little bit from being like buying Yules and go around killing people to being a lot of right click to just being reduced to buy mech in Greece and just 5-man and just win the game. So that's probably their idea with just putting him offlane, I guess. But still, I don't know. This is.
It's kind of interesting what we're looking at, especially too. You know, that last pick Kunkka seemed to put a damper on everyone's enthusiasm for Keen there. What do you think?
I feel people are exaggerating a little bit how favorite Liquid is here. Did they forget the beating that Secret just gave them? They look like trash can. Like, they did not look good at all. And, you know, King came away from a win right now. And they beat
30 seconds
the NA team much easier than Liquid did. So, in theory, they should win this.
It's kind of an interesting draft, too, that J-Storm did in the previous games as well. I wouldn't say they were quite as polished as the ones that they had when they were playing up against Liquid, but do see some interesting heroes on the board and some interesting laning choices here. Over Hero 11 might be in for a bit of trouble, but the battery assault, Kaka is gonna try to help style on these kids.
Don't back down from this rune. You got it easy. Well done.
And they're looking for it. They're gonna try to grab it up. And they'll get forced back here. 11 and Dark just casually walking away. Will be able to secure their own rune.
Yeah, looks like there's gonna be Razor mid. Seems to be what just Matumaman always keeps playing now. These annoying heroes just kind of go in and do their thing. Should be a pretty even matchup mid. I think OD is probably going to lose it, but he's not going to be stomped for sure. Bottom though, Clock and Kunkka.
I feel like this is going to be a little bit difficult for them with Kuroki being able to just, you know, constantly put out some of that harass. Didn't quite land that slit there, but Gonna casually go on top lane, of course. You know, we do have Mind Control and GH on that Earthshaker. I'm trying to make some moves over onto Dark. I do like Oracle right now. I feel like he's got a really good kit, especially, you know, against the Troll being able to disarm him. Nice vision coming through here from GH. Just gonna block him off a little bit.
We don't really see Shadowfiend on offlane or side lanes a lot because he needs the solo experience pretty badly. And oh, are we actually going to get a kill here? He's going to miss a stun. Kuroki, he's thinking about it.
He's trying to break some ankles. He's going to get
can't miss it.
11 trying to run himself out. Where's the taunt here, 11? I feel like this is the prime opportunity, but nope, there it is. Miracle. Gets the
calm
first
and
blood.
steady. And meanwhile, the raiding courier dies, though. That must have been somewhere mid. That is pretty costly. The courier is worth like 10 kills. So that's a lot worse. Okay, then maybe not 10 kills.
Maybe not 10 kills, but...
you definitely take it over First Blood. So that is a pretty nice swing, honestly. But yeah, Shadowfiend on the offlane. He's going to lack some levels. He's also super squishy and easily to run down and kill. But you do have that Earthshaker there, which you can rely on GH to save you. You shouldn't make or fail that.
Should be able to go and block them if they try to chase him down for sure.
But he is struggling a little bit. He's got 2 CS. That's not too bad.
Oh, and he grabs himself an Invis rune, so... I was wondering if he was going to try to make a play over in that mid lane, but he's headed right back up again.
Yeah. You got to stop missing these CS now, Mind Control. It's not fun anymore. This should be a free kill, though.
They're looking for it. Yeah, they'll be able to get that fissure out, block over onto Dark, and one more hit should do the trick. GH going to get himself a nice kill on the Oracle.
Oh, man. Mind Control really wanted that kill. He needed it so badly. Like, he can't see us against this Lightstealer. He's got too much damage. Well, it's something, at least.
It's definitely tough right now. He's sitting at, 3 and 2 right now, 4 CS. Not optimal when you're playing Shadowfiend. Mid lane should be, we talk about, like, in the old days, right, the matchup between the Shadowfiend and that OD. But I've seen a lot of the Razor over in that mid lane. Thinking about the side lane still, my goodness. But it's kind of a bit of a classic matchup.
Yeah, both are doing fine. It's going pretty even. Overall, the game is even everywhere, pretty much.
It's a pretty calm game for now. See Kaka trying to steal these creeps away here from Kuro.
Yeah, you don't really want to lane against Troll. He's annoying. Just pull the way back. The most interesting lane is the top here. They need to do well here. And we see only 6 CS on Esther right now. Really need to make sure he gets a decent game here.
So how do you apply this pressure? How do you get Mind Control what he needs in this particular lane?
Well, you got to just make sure he doesn't die with the Earthshaker. Like, he's going to die easily there if he's alone. So he keeps staying top.
Lots of harass coming out here over on mid. You're just going to force him back, force out that south. And again, everyone just seems pretty happy to, farm up. Not too much movement coming out on this map just at this time. I'm sure that we'll start seeing a little bit more action once they get more levels up on these heroes. But 4 minutes comes up. We do have that regen rune available top, and GH has been really good about making sure that he does those rotations and grabs those runes away. Bottom lane though, 11 might be in for a little trouble again. In comes Kaka with a battery assault.
Nothing to happen here.
They're flirting with each other a little bit, They're not really hard committing on anything, but trying to make sure that, Miracle can get the farm that he needs. And of course, the harass coming out from the side of Keen, very important too. Yeah. Colleagues coming out, push back.
Yeah, no one is really dying because all the lanes have like super saves. You got mid, can just Astro someone, you can just cog over here, and top you just Fissure. So not much happening this laning stage. Everyone's just content with farming, and only one struggling right now is Mind Control.
But again, it's an unconventional lane setup here. It's not common that you see this. It's a big stack over here that Dark's been putting up. Bottom lane, though, they do manage to find a kill onto Kuroki. And there goes the 5-minute runes. Miracle gonna grab one, Dark grabs one. Mind Control also, and they might be able to find a kill over here onto GH. He's gonna try to run himself out, but the Purifying Flames and that hit coming out from Old Chicken will secure it.
All right.
Oh, and we get a kill in the bottom lane as Miracle looks like he did a little bit of a dive there on the tower. Finds himself old 11. And again, it's just right back to that farming again.
Yeah, the game is pretty slow. Like, both teams are just content with farming. I don't think anyone has like a real advantage from the laning stage.
We get the slow off though over onto old 11. We'll be able to land the stun. Miracle chasing out from Whirling Axis, comes through. They get the kill on Mind Control in the top lane. They're not going to be able to quite find the kill on 11. Miracle doesn't look like he wants to go for that dive. He's already sitting quite low himself and does not have a salve. Does have some tangos though.
Yeah, both these offenses are really weird that they picked up the Shadow Fiend and Kunkka. And neither of them can really be alone. As well as here, Kunkka alone for 1 second, he's got 10% health. Clock is run back down, and I mean, they can't really do a lot here. Meanwhile, top was the Shadow Fiend just died, so...
I'm not sure what happened there, if maybe the fusion was on cooldown already. There's a TP coming out though from the Oracle. They're hoping to maybe punish this over here. And Kuro just gonna walk away. That should make this lane a little bit easier here for Mind Control to get what he needs, but...
Probably have cogged that guy and killed him. Guess he was scared of dying. But yeah, top, he's gonna get some room now. He can't really die solo against Shadow Fiend or the Lifestealer, but even so.
Oh, old 11. Throws up that torrent, trying to stay alive, but he's just gonna get burned down by Kuro. No hiding in the trees for him.
Alright, he's gotta calm down now. You can't be down there alone. Buddy, they're gonna always come and kill you, and you know that now. Kuroki is gonna sit babysit. You're playing as a Miracle. You know, they never leave Miracle alone. They're always gonna make sure he's got a good game, so you gotta be a little careful at that lane.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Top lane, Mind Control in for some trouble. They have a rotation coming out from Kaka now. We'll be able to use the battery assault, use the cogs, hold him into place where Mind Control is just trapped. And it's not looking very good for him right now. Old Chicken chasing him down slowly, but surely Kaka will get the final hit.
Mind Control, you know, you can actually hit those cogs. There's only 2 attacks instead of standing there for 4 seconds. Probably would have made you live, but that's fine. He's panicking a little bit.
Maybe, you know, sometimes the battery assaults... oh, nice picture, though, coming out here in mid, but the Astral Imprisonment buys him a little bit more time here. Matumba Man, he's going to turn back around. He's not going to be able to help GH over here. He's in for some trouble, too, as he tries to run out. Those orbs going right for his face will take him out.
Yeah, okay. People were saying Liquid was heavily favored. Twitch chat was going 90%. Well, looks pretty even to me. Well, it's only the bottom lane that's kind of good for Liquid. The Miracle is doing super well, but now they have to rotate Mind Control here. And if they're really good now, like, Kanka's gonna hit level 6. If you just rotate and keep punishing this Shadow Fiend, he's gonna have nothing this game.
Do you like the idea of leaving the Lifestealer alone, though, for King Gaming? Like, that's just gonna allow him to get everything that he could possibly want.
Yeah, but you can't really contest it. You can't send anyone up there. If you send Racer, they're just gonna rotate and kill him with supports. And he is coming up now.
But he's got Kuro with him. They do find the OD over here on the side. That's gonna go and just banish him up. Cogs come out though, and the two stuck with a little clock. They'll take him out, but they'll be able to turn it back around, drop the Astral Imprisonment, and get themselves 2 kills. Kuroki and Matumba Man. They were there a second ago.
Yeah, that's what happens if you go top. You can test it. That guy, he's pretty strong. To begin with, you can't drain him at this point of the game. It's a little bit too late to drain him, so they're definitely it's gonna come top and kill you. And Clock is gonna hit level 6 relatively soon, and then it's gonna be even harder for Shadow Fiend and Racer. Just gonna be really careful where they go.
So what's the plan of action then if you're Liquid right now? Because you can't, obviously Mind Control needs to catch up. Miracle's had a pretty nice game so far. He's gonna go hang out in the jungle. What do you do right now to put this pressure down?
Well, preferably you can maybe get some tower, but just make sure that Mind Control just stay behind him, give him some lane like he has now. He is coming back right now, which is very much needed, but yeah, you gotta time, make sure when Clock hits 6, because the moment Clock hits 6, he's gonna go and kill somewhere. You need to be ready for that. Right.
Did give the Midas pickup though on the Lifestealer, so he's off to a great start. He's gotta be feeling pretty good. He's already got the Radiance queued up.
Yeah. One of the few heroes that is actually allowed to buy Midas nowadays.
Yeah, I heard you have some very strong opinions about that.
It's not a very good item, but Lifestealer is one of the few that can buy it, so you don't mind it on that hero. And
fairly tanky Clock, but it doesn't matter because Mind Control finds himself a nice kill. Chicken is going to be forced to run himself out using that Rage TP. And still a little bit of fighting going on. Yeah, Kuro might be in for some trouble. Astral Imprisonment comes out. Mind Control's hoping maybe he can get a return kill here, but he's not going to be able to have quite enough damage here. Kuro gonna be able to stay alive. Dark in for some trouble, trying to stay over into the trees. It's a little risky to fight around that shrine, though, so looks like Liquid's just going to walk away. Kaka still only level 4. Don't have to worry about that hook shot just yet, but he was in the general vicinity.
Well, they got the Tomb of Knowledge now. Really important that Clock should get that. Just go kill anyone right now. It's in the base coming out. Not sure if the Oracle will yoink that, but that would not be a good idea.
Not sure what the next course of action is, although, you know...
Like, the game is relatively even right now. We look at all the cores and even supports, they're all like really match the net worth, so laning stage, going very even. I'm not sure late game. There's always that timing with the Lifestealer Radiance, which is going to always be a threat, and it's pretty good here. Usually you wouldn't care too much about it. Shadow Fiend's got a good game, he's got the Guardian Greaves, but he's struggling pretty hard this game, so...
I'm going to try to make some moves over onto Old Chicken. It looks like top lane, they were going after Old 11, but they'll turn back around, run him into place, and find another kill.
Yeah, that top lane is kind of off limits right now. It's so easy to just run someone down and kill him there. Two men dying twice up there now.
This gets pretty scary for Liquid the later that it goes, with the Lifestealer, OD, and, you know, Kunkka, of course, can always transition from being, you know, more of a support kind of thing.
Yeah, they definitely have like super strong heroes for sure, but you never want to underestimate GH Earthshaker. This hero can just like turn fights so heavily. Just premise on people. I mean, they Troll and Razor as well is really good late game, so I don't think anyone has like a super clear-cut favorite about going late game.
I wonder if the opinion has changed with Twitch chat, right? Because we talked about them having that 90% certainty that Liquid was going to take this, but it does seem quite balanced at this point. Less than 1k gold lead going over to the side of Keen.
Well, I mean, they probably just picked Liquid because they don't really know who's on Keen, to be honest. They're like, Keen who?
Well, they're gonna know their name if, you know, things go according to plan. Keen has anything to say about it, right?
Yeah, but they don't really have that nice names, like Dash. Like, what kind of name is that?
Z. His name is Z. Well, I mean, if they wrote it out in Chinese, I don't think a lot of Twitch chat would know too much about that. But we do get the hook shot over here onto Matumba Man. He's gonna have to go use that plasma field here, and they'll go and try to save up Kaka. Bo comes in, they've got the Purifying Flames, and Dark gonna find a kill. Mind Control now in for a lot of trouble. They're trying to just chase him down here. Don't quite have that slower catch just yet for him, but they're gonna dive right underneath the tower. They've got 4 heroes now. It's only Mind Control. The Shadow Fiend is in for some trouble. Maybe finding a kill on 11. No, he's gonna get thrown into this corner, away from everybody else. Just slowly but surely getting chipped away, and there's the Purifying Flames coming out from Dark. Kill secured. Oh, GH, this is not the place for you either. One by one they fall, and this bottom tower, I believe, belongs to Keen.
And we just see the power of that clock getting that book. Hitting that level 6 is so easy to initiate the game or the fights here and just get any kind of kills. And he's level 8 now, doing really well. Meanwhile, Miracle is just hitting the jungle for a very long time now, but his team is kind of being demolished right now, so maybe they need to rotate him and make sure he's in a fight or help a little bit. Because right now it's not looking too hot.
Well, they do have the power of the Lishrak, right? They're going to be able to take their own towers, use that little bit of space, but the other side feels like they're a little bit behind here. Dark needs to be careful here. Mind Control is not very happy that he took that ward down. It's going to be fine, though. I think every time that this hook shot is off cooldown, we are going to be seeing Kaka making plays around this map.
Yep,
really taking advantage of that.
Struggling with mana problems, though. Passive Midas, faster. Okay, we're good. We're good. But yeah, Earthshaker is going to be very close to that dagger now, which is also one of those huge turning points where they can just swap Rooney to Gamer Rooney. He needs to be able to farm it, though.
Yeah, he needs to be not afraid to be on the map. If you were playing Clock, oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say, if your clock worked, you go up there. But Kuroki, unfortunately, you know, he's trying to make some space, trying to push out these waves, is gonna just get devoured by Kaka here. Old Chicken might need to be a little careful too. Still has, of course, the Rage TP, which they can't do anything about. So it's allowed to be a little cheeky here, and they do have that ward keeping some vision on the shrine in that general area. So he's feeling pretty safe at this point in time. Do have the Battle Fury picked up on the troll now.
Okay, and that will escalate his farm up quite a lot, but another side Lifestealer is getting closer to that Radiance. Once they get that time, they can just take the game.
Oh, the fissure comes through, and it looks like Kaka, is he actually going to make it out of here alive? No, it's looking like he's wasting some time, but they do find the kill on the clockwork.
I think instead of hooking the troll, maybe you could have hooked your teammate and just gotten out of there. I think it was a little bit panicky. They're panicking too much.
Oh, I don't know if they're panicking too much, because now Kuroki on the run. They have a decent amount of damage, though, and there it is. They go. They drop the Sanity's Eclipse. They get the kill on to Kuro.
GH is panicking.
There's the Astral coming out, trying to hold him into place. Tumbaman still standing nearby, and he's still looking for it, but Dark finds himself a kill over on Mind Control. And now Old 11 trying to run himself out, and it's looking like he's going to be able to run himself away from Matumba Man, but just barely, and in comes Yi again. He is totally down with trying to case it, but of course Miracle coming in, joining in the fight too. They need to be careful. They weren't anticipating this. They're trying to get over there. Dark still standing nearby. He's holding on to it, waiting for that moment. If he needs to go in for it, will go using that purge. They'll use the Purifying Flames as well, and now he has to be careful. Oh, Kaka's back though, and he's got the cogs. He's gonna hold him right into place. There's a big tug coming out from GH though, and they find the kill. Can they get anything else more out of this? It's looking like they'll be able to take down Yi as well. Kaka now getting walked slowly but surely from Matumba. He's going to turn back around. Purifying Flames. They need to go and purge it off. That's
Oracle ultimate, kill him.
Can they get enough done? Is he not going to be able to do it? He looks like Matumba Man. Is he going to burn down to that urn? It's looking pretty close here. Is he going to pop? He's going to go down.
Try to go.
We're not even done yet. GH just chasing after Dark. There's the fissure, and there's the kill for KaRoki.
Well, that is the Earthshaker. He got that dagger. Don't underestimate him. Looked really good there. Miracle was like he was listening. He wanted to come in and help his team a little bit. Got instantly punished, but that Earthshaker, it was just a bait. Even so, this is definitely favoring Keen. They're doing fine here, and we see the Radiance coming in. Meanwhile, Lifestealer was completely free farming as this was happening. Sure, so was Shadow Fiend, but you know, Shadow Fiend is not doing hot at all. Yeah, you got your mech, but it's not gonna be too hot. Inactive.
I mean,
Massive Titus.
They're trying something new, right? You know, trying something a little bit different. Ooh, Rocket Flare, they're searching. They would love to find themselves Kuro. In fact, there it is, they see him. They'll be able to get the stomp off, but there's 2 people here. Now make it 4. Kuro is out of here. And again, Old Chicken. Getting creeps, getting closer and closer to that Radiance.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This timing is going to be really scary. Lifestealer Radiance, they got 2 Force Staffs soon, 1 on clock as well, along with the OD. And
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're just going to have this timing where they're probably just going to go ham and kill everything, and Liquid's got to be playing perfectly to deal with that, or just simply avoid it until they have BKB on Troll Warlord. I'm not sure if he even wants to go that. Usually we see Miracle just skipping that, but this game, I don't know how that would work out.
Radiant's top tower.
I mean, you do what you got to do to win, obviously. So, might not be a big fan of that. You're a hook shot somewhere. Oh, GH. The gang spot has come for you, my friend. And Mind Control, he's over on the top. He can't really do much, though, at this time. He's just not having a great game. Again, not common that we see this Shadow Fiend in the off lane, so.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Even the Racer is not having a good game, dying 4 times, doing his best to create space for the Troll, but I just don't feel like Troll is going to be able to carry this game. Not at all. And the Radiance is coming. The end is coming now.
Some dark prophecy right there. Oh, KaRoki is wrong place, wrong time. He's going to take it out Mind Control now, trying to run himself back. They get the root into place. He's going to try to go get off the record, but immediately follow up with that banishment. They're just hanging out over here on the corner. GH throws out a nice fidget. They'll be able to go, hold him in place. X marks the spot. There's 5 heroes over here. This is a dead Mind Control again. King Gaming is just running non-stop at them, and it's working wonderfully. You're speechless over there.
1-5-1 on that Shadow Fiend. Clearly not working. Like they first picked it, which they probably had it open. Like maybe we pick it mid or something like that. But ultimately they decided to change it up. And yeah, KaRoki, it's not been working out, sir. Not at all.
How often does it happen where you kind of draft yourself into a little bit of a corner and you're like, hey, can you play this on the offline? Do you think you could do it? And you figure, okay, yeah, we'll give it a try. Mid lane though. They're going to go in with a hook shot over here onto the back corner here. KaRoki is just standing in the middle with Kaka. GH trying to get himself out. He cannot. They go and they drop the standings. They're going to throw out the Astral as well, and they've got just all these other heroes trying to just do anything that they can. Dark sticking around maybe just a little bit too long. Will get burnt down. Kaka now trying to run himself out. They don't have a save from the Oracle because, of course, he is gone. Chicken going in again. Has his eyes over onto Mind Control. They've got the X. They've got the boat. And there goes Mind Control. It looks like he, very, very low right now, is going to be able to walk himself out of that engagement, even without his Oracle.
Yeah, that surprisingly went kind of okay for Liquid. Like they're going to have to play these fights really well now, or the game's just going to end right now. Like they're so strong right now. The Lifestealer did pick up a medallion, which is really good if they want to take off that Roach. Like when you have this kind of lead, you always want to kill Roche, but not every lineup can do it. This Medallion will help a little bit, and he's going to Solar Crest, so that will get a kill or two. They can just easily go that Roche, which is going to be really important. Just give that to OD or the Lifestealer. And we see the Troll going to BKB. He needs that very badly.
He's going to be able to get it in enough time, though, to make this.
Yeah, OD's got BKB now. They're so strong right now.
It's really all OD needs, right? Oh, Chicken, can he TP out? It's looking okay for him.
Well, very manly TP. Even just goes to the creep wave.
Ooh, hookshot dodged. But the rest of the team coming forward, GH goes, throws out that nice fissure. Not going to be able to chase any further than that right now. So I think it's interesting because we talked about, you know, unconventional off lanes or whatnot, but we also watched the panel kind of talk some smack about this Kunkka, but he's been putting in the work.
Yeah, he's doing really well. This Heaven Stylebird is also just going to make Troll not be able to fight at all.
I've got a lot of ways to disarm him. Yeah, turn back around, X marks the spot, followed up with the Torrent.
There's no Echo Slam.
He's just stealing up all of this int if he can here.
Oh,
he's going to get disarmed. There's 28. Nothing that he can do. They're just going to crowd control him here. No problem. Just throw him right in that bubble. See you later. And that's going to delay that BKB.
And without the COrsair or Echo Slam, they can't really fight back. And that's a key kill right there. Miracle is the one who needs to carry this game. And if he dies once or one or more, two more times, the game's just going to be over. You know, you gotta calm down. You gotta. That was also right next to their tower. You know, that's as close as you get.
Ooh, and a double damager and pick up here for old 11.
Oh boy.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
That is one sparkly Admiral.
Still, this Shadow Fiend is not getting any farm at all. Like he's been stuck on these two items for forever now.
Oh, Kuroki, the X marks the spot, the Torrent. Can they get a final hit? Yeah, they just crit off of that. See you later.
This OD is super strong right now. He's got 36 int stolen. If he slams down the hammer, it's going to be real hard.
He's been very impressive, especially when you consider the fact that he is not very well known, right? He's a new pickup for the side of Keen.
Dash, dash?
Dash, dash.
Or no name. Yeah, he's doing really well this game for sure.
Go right into this Roche pit here, and again we've got the Solar Crest completed now for Old Chicken. They should be able to burn through this Roche monster pretty fast.
So really good. They can't really kill this without the Solar Crest, and they're
they're smoked. They're smoked. They could maybe go into that Echo Slam, but
there's no BKB Troll. Troll is not even gonna fight here.
They walk out. Oh, they get the X off over onto Matumba Man though. They go back in. Yeah, open wounds over here. BKB comes out from Matumba. They're just gonna walk away.
Walk away.
Nice play from Kaka, just blocking him off here. Not going to be able to hold on to that life.
Re-engage here easily.
Long.
Oh, this is a disaster.
The exact same thing is happening again. He gets X'd into the bow. Mind control can't do much. He's just standing over there, uses the Requiem of Souls. And again, we're just beating away over here onto the corner. OD drops a hammer, gets the kill on Matumba Man. They're just chasing them down one by one. Mind control trying to run himself away. He just cannot. Will get X brought back. Kuro now on the run. Are they going to be able to get it? Yeah, they've got the hookshot. Kaka going to be able to hold him back, push him back right into the loving arms of his teammates. It's a double kill for old 11. And it looks like Miracle has just been found out by OD. He is just on the wrong side of that river, my friend. Is he going to be able to go and get anything out of this? He was not anticipating that Old Chicken and the rest of the team would TP over. And everyone is dead except for GH now, who's just walking casually by the pit. And really, you know, he can't do a whole heck of a lot right now.
Yeah, that play makes like no sense at all. Your carry is on the other side of the map, who doesn't have BKB, and you still keep contesting Roche. Like, do you really expect Keen to 5-man group up so you can Echo Slam? Because that's the only way you win that fight.
GH wants to make this play. There's only 2 people in the pit right now, though. Okay, comes our OD. We see they're making their moves over here.
He's thinking about it.
He's definitely. He's got the itch. He's got the urge. Dark, if Dark just went around the corner.
He's not thinking about it.
See him. Nah.
Playing it safe, sure. But that play by OD as well was super good there, blinking in to the bot to find Miracle.
Oh, here's some movement coming out here. Old Chicken found himself Matumba Man. BKB is going to get popped. GH now in for some trouble. He's going to get chased down again. The BKB coming out from E over here will just be able to chase him down. They use the Infist. They get the kill. And Kuro slowly but surely, but the Force Staff comes out and Kaka finds the kill.
I don't know what Liquid is doing, like so close to them. If you don't want to fight, don't be closer, because you're not going to even be remotely close to winning a fight right now. And you look at Keen's gaming catch, they got like Giga Long, extra mark. You got Hook as well, and Odie with Force Staff. Yeah, if you're even closely, they will find you and catch you. So if you don't want to fight, don't be on the other side of the map right now. Probably the play.
That's the problem, is that Miracle was on the other side of the map, and they just so happened to go over to that shrine and find them. X marks the spot. Matumba Man is just constantly getting held into place. Dark gets himself another kill.
Well, they do have Troll BKB now. It's a little bit too late.
That's my thoughts too. Oh no, Kuroki gets caught up in those cogs. He gets taken out, and they're just gonna go right after these buildings. Do have the Echo Slam up if they can get in there, but they need damage. They need to have someone who can go in, deal damage, and also survive. And that is probably the biggest question mark right now, is how do they survive this?
2 heroes missing. There's nothing they can do about this at all. It's literally all on Earthshaker, getting a big ult, but the enemy knows that. They're not going to stack up. They're keeping their eyes on him.
Miracle looks at Kakan and just walks away here. Just sadly watches his base get destroyed because there's not too much that he can do right now.
Okay, that's an easy rax.
Just
this game is completely out of control right now. Liquid's got to do some godlike plays here. And
oh, mind control walks right into Old Chicken, pops the grease, gets rooted into place, and gets burnt down. Old Chicken is unstoppable.
Yeah, the enemy were just there, mind control. They were just there.
Chicken's just gonna dart on home and grab himself his
oh man.
Sanjinyasha there.
Sanjinyasha and level 20% evasion, so there's no way Troll can man up against him.
They've got such good lockdown for this Troll too. Like, you force out the BKB on him, but alright, Rage comes through. They just immediately jump over onto Miracle. He's got to run himself back. The jump forward, though, coming out from Yi. He's going to turn around. Echo Slam comes out from GH, but it's not enough to save Kuroki. Kuroki's going to get taken down. Matumba Man trying to run himself out. GH will get taken out. Hookshot comes through from Kaka, and they just slaughter them. That's 4 heroes down.
Over. It's over.
Miracle's the only one alive, and he cannot do anything right now. He cannot get in there. They literally need a miracle. They need a lot of things at this point. They might need to rewind and reevaluate having that Shadow Fiend in the offlane. I don't know. But sometimes, you know, you just got to try things.
Well, not in a major.
Yeah,
probably not.
All right, Miracle is coming through here. Old Chicken, though, just uses the rage. Just going to be able to walk himself away. Kaka going to go throw out the cogs, buy a little bit more time for us to have himself out. They have the Glimmer Cape. There's going to be the boat. Doesn't quite connect. The X, though, does come off over onto Miracle. Going to try to go. Is that fair? They're going to go disarm him immediately. There's just too much damage. Kuroki cannot run himself away fast enough. There's the GG. Keen Gaming, despite all odds, coming out from Twitch chat anyways.
Yeah.
And be able to take this first game.
I knew it. I knew Keen had it in him. They're my boys.
They're your boys. All right, all right.
Yeah. Liquid did not look solid at all this game. In fact, really bad.
I think a lot of it, too, is just some unconventional choices, right? Especially with the Shadow Fiend in the offlane. You were pointing that out quite early, and he just couldn't get anything out of that lane.
Mind Control did not play very well. Mind Control, more like trash control. For this game, at least. We'll see next game, though. I'm sure it's going to be better.
I'm sure. We're going to get a really good series out of this, guys. So we're going to go for a quick break and make sure that you stick around because we want to see what happens next.